This is Earl. Earl is a pearlfish. Pearlfish are part of the Chemoreception family. These fishes are eel-like, and many make their homes within the bodies of invertebrates such as starfish, bivalves, and sea cucumbers. The pearlfish we will be focusing on is the Chemoreception species, which exclusively chooses the sea cucumber, Holothuriea leucospilota, to live in. But how can they find their favorite homes when there's so many other organisms in the sea? Yeah, they use chemoreception. Great answer. In an experiment done by Miyazaki and others, it was found that the substances found in the sea cucumber attracted pearlfish. Sea cucumbers were dissected and divided into sections to determine which parts attracted pearlfishes. The extracts from its body wall, the coelomic fluid, and the Cuvierian tubes were attractants to pearlfish. The other two sections, the intestines and the hemoplexus, did not have an effect on pearlfish behavior. When disturbed, sea cucumbers have Cuvierian tubules in their poop hole that release toxins called holothurins. Holothurins are made up of glycosides, a sugar molecule that is glycosidically linked to a non-sugar molecule. These glycosides are common among all sea cucumbers, but have unique structures that differentiate them. To learn more about this experiment, take a look at Miyazaki's paper in the link. Right now, Earl is homeless, but it's okay because he knows exactly what his dream home looks like. He only needs to find it with the help of chemoreception. In chemoreception, particularly olfaction for the pearlfish, a molecule binds to a receptor, and this creates an action potential that is sent to a series of neurons. Right now, Earl's dream home is releasing holothurin molecules. Despite the distance and low concentration of these holothurins in the water, Earl is still able to detect his home with nares, which have olfactory receptors. Once a holothurin molecule emitted from Earl's dream home reaches one of his olfactory receptors, there is a change in the membrane potential of his receptor cell. At resting state, the inside of the receptor cell is slightly more negative than the outside. If there is a change in ion flow that leads to the inside of the cell becoming less negative, then the cell is depolarized. If the inside of the cell becomes more negative, this is called hyperpolarization. These changes in membrane potential lead to changes in the amount of action potential sent to the olfactory bulb in Earl's brain. Once the external stimuli of his dream home's holothurins become an internal signal, Earl can follow the molecules to their source as the holothurins become more concentrated along the way, ignoring any other holothurins excreted by other species. As Earl makes his way, his receptors pick up more holothurins as they become more concentrated until Earl finally finds his dream home. Just as he imagined his dream home to be, Earl makes himself welcome and invades the sea cucumber's poop hole and makes a late lunch out of the sea cucumber's gonads. And because Earl makes a meal out of the sea cucumber's gonads, its reproductive health is compromised. This is known as a parasitic relationship where one organism benefits at the expense of the other. And that is the story of how Earl the pearlfish used chemoreception to find his dream home, the Leucospilota sea cucumber.